fellow mutants.
Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about why Michelangelo may come off as like the immature one. Well, he's still the party dude of the group, but like I feel like Michelangelo doesn't get like as much appreciation as he could, because like I think he's a really cool turtle. I think people always like equate him to like always make those like goofy puns, funny puns, like trying to always like never take anything seriously. But I think he does. Like I think Michelangelo is that being where like he realizes that the Turtles has dealt with a lot of crap, right? Leonardo is a leader. He has like debatably the most responsibility of the four brothers. Donatello's a tech guy. He tries to like keep upgrading, making stuff. So when they go in the field, the chances of them dying would decrease, right? And Raphael was always angry. He takes the world on his shoulders. And he's always angry. He pretty much acts like the Batman of the group, essentially. And I think Michelangelo realizes this, and I think he like it's more of a choice to be goofy. It's more of a choice to kind of like say these type of lines in like most situations that people associate him with.
Hey! Wait for me! Whoop! God, I love being a turtle!
Which you can see that he was still kicking butt while being goofy with it. And sure, like you can say like his brothers in that particular scene up until they faced the Strider in the 1990 film were somewhat taking things goofy too. And sure, I'll give you guys that too. But I feel like Michelangelo is the one where like people tend to like think less of like having like the most like weight on his shoulders, having the most carefree life, and I think that's a real understatement. I think he does have a care in the world. He absolutely loves his brothers. He loves his master. I think he's definitely more responsible because the 80s show, the 2003 show, and like even the 2012 show, even the movies in their own right, whether you like all the movies that's been out of the Ninja Turtles or not, I feel like even in their own right, there has been times, movies, shows, video games, comics, whatever, where we saw when Michelangelo needs to step up to play, he does. He's not always the goofy one. He's not always making the wisecracks. He even got annoyed with the 87 Turtles for making too many jokes in the Turtles Forever movie. And I'm talking about the 03 Turtles. So, like, I think Michelangelo does take things seriously when he needs to. But essentially, the reason why I feel like he comes off as the immature one, and I'm sorry if seems like I'm just rambling. This is becoming my own heart. But the reason why I think like Michelangelo is the most goofy one is because like he knows that, like I said, the turtles go through a lot of shit. And if someone on the team doesn't make goofy remarks, then that would eat them up a lot. And granted, like I said, the other turtles have their times when they're goofy too, but I think Michelangelo like realizes that okay, there needs to be a little like more like light on our team with as much shit as we go through, right? I like, and I think he is like on like a few steps away, or essentially one move away from being this really broody, scary turtle. Like Raphael tries to be broody a lot, but I think like Michelangelo's like one thing away essentially from like being more broody, more angry than Raph, more violent than Raph. And I think like The Last Ronin presents like what if Michelangelo had that one push to the dark's end, how would he react? And in this scenario, without like spoiling too much, that one push of Michelangelo going to the deep end in the dark side is losing his family and some friends. And The Last Ronin shows us beautifully just the other side of Mikey. The where we're so used to seeing the lighthearted playfulness of Mikey that sometimes takes things seriously. Seemingly on the surface, to like, okay, this is what it's like if Mikey never like really takes things like anything lightly, pretty much. That all he has in his heart is darkness. And I think another reason why that Michelangelo is so goofy that he may do his best to come off as immature, or like in some cases, or like energetic, whatever term you want to use too, is because like he's essentially the turtle that's most scared. It has nothing to do with him being the youngest of the four. I think it's due to him. Oh, that could play in the factor, I should say, but I think it's also that Michelangelo's the most scared. And Michelangelo, the only way Michelangelo knows how to like combat that fear is through comedy, being lighthearted. Trying to be the butt of everyone's jokes, trying to essentially um keep the mood light, a bit lighter than it actually is. So that way, like, one, no one will have to worry about Mikey. Two, so that way, like, he won't go in the deep end. And three, essentially, his brothers won't go into the deep end, even though he can't get on his brother's nerves a lot. And I feel like that's every sibling. Every sibling can get on each other's nerves a lot. I have gotten on my brother and sister's nerves a lot as a kid. And my brother and my sister has gotten on my nerves a lot. So that's perfectly normal. But the point still stands. I think essentially the reason, like, to try to like wrap this up, to try to make my rambling make sense in any way. I think the reason why Michelangelo may come across as immature, that barely takes anything seriously, is because I think he actually does, and I think he actually realizes that yeah, we go through a lot of crap. The outside world already is making life hard as it is for us, but on top of like alien dinosaurs, aliens that looks like brains, the Shredder, the Foot Clan, the Purple Dragons, everything that we go through, and even like maybe like some cases like even like losing Master Splinter, because like even like the 2012 series had Master Splinter die, and so like everyone took it seriously, but I think it's like to like try to like lift everyone on the team spirits to like not let the team swallow the negativity. To allow them to like get through their day easier and a bit brighter than it may be. And also because, as stated before, he is potentially the most afraid of the four turtles. And he doesn't want his brothers or Splinter or anyone to like worry about him. So besides saying, hey, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, he tries to mask that with comedy, being silly, goofy, try to come across as immature. When in, like I said, deep down he's like the most serious, the most goofy. And as I said before, like the events of the last Ronin is the perfect example of, I feel like, how serious Michelangelo takes things inside. And it only takes that one little push for Michelangelo to take things the other extreme, the other side of the extreme, if that makes sense. Do you guys agree with anything I said? I know this is kind of like an impromptu video, and I just put this like I decided to put record and start ramble because like about Michelangelo, because like I feel like Michelangelo is potentially the most misunderstood turtle, and with a lot of thinking, with why everything I just said was, I hope, being makes sense to you guys to a certain degree, at least my angle. Why Michelangelo is so goofy, comedic, lighthearted, seems to be the most immature one. I've been thinking about this a lot. Been thinking about this a lot, and I want to share my thoughts to you guys and see if do you guys agree with me or disagree with me? Do you guys have similar views as me or completely different views than I do? I think this is like a very interesting conversation to go in depth, but like I said, this is just my perspective. If you guys have a different perspective or a similar perspective or whatever, let me know in the comments, because I want to see all of the perspectives as possible. And maybe you guys just think the reason why Michelangelo is immature is because that's just generally how he is. He's not scared, just generally immature who can't take things seriously. I'm okay with that too. I can get where you guys come from with that argument too. Let me know in the comment section down below, because I would really love to know, because I do think like Michelangelo's more than just this, essentially. And keep in mind, I do love it when I see the turtles enjoy themselves because the amount of shit that they have to go through, it's great seeing them enjoy themselves, like in that Ninja Rap scene in Secret of the Ooze. Was fun fact, for those of you who doesn't know, Michelangelo is the first turtle that was ever drawn. So in a way, you can say Michelangelo's the oldest turtle by like, in a way, who got drawn. Let me rephrase this. If you're wondering, like, debating, okay, who's the oldest in terms of being drawn first, it's Michelangelo. Even though he's always been portrayed as the youngest. He's the first turtle. Anyways, hopefully that also makes sense too. Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. And please share your thoughts about like Michelangelo, like why, like what's your theories of why Michelangelo comes off as immature? Maybe you guys think he's actually immature. Maybe you think like me, there's something more to him than meets the eye. Not trying to say the Transformers line or anything, but there's more to him than meets the eye. And why do you guys think like there's more to him than meets the eye? I would really, really love to hear that. So, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll talk to you fellow Mutants later. Later, taters.
Yeah! You like what you saw? Then give it up for a turtle!